trivia for you. Question number 1. What is the name of the baby that we celebrate during Christmas? Question number 2. What is the name of the baby's mother? How many questions were you able to answer?
Good afternoon, Princess Irene. My name is Princess Agene Fejiro. I'm here to tell you all the summary of the lessons you taught us this year in the girls' school. Firstly, you taught us about doing people that do bad to you. Don't pay evil for evil. That if someone bullies you, when you are seeing a person being bullied, report to your teacher. Don't bully that person back. Don't take laws into your hands. And don't go into a fight. Secondly, you taught us about the big R, and it stands for many things, but you also told us that it only stands for responsible and respectful. Being responsible means doing the right thing at the right time without being reminded. Then being respectful means having regard for others, not only yourself or your family. Others, like you gave us an example, an old woman is trying to cross the street. You can show respect by helping the old woman cross the street, but you didn't say we should stop the cars moving. You said we should only help the old woman cross the street. Thirdly, you taught us about body boundary. You also said body boundary can be when your classmate draws a line and says, "This is my line. I don't want anybody to put my pencil on the table without letting me know." That is body boundary. And you also said we should do our body boundary. I've done mine. Then you also talked about the man Jesus. And you also told us the story about the centurion, how he put faith in Jesus and Jesus made his servant whole. You also told us about the birth of Jesus Christ, how Mary gave birth to Jesus Christ, and that is why we are celebrating Christmas everywhere. Being responsible, say that you are doing the right thing at the right time without being reminded or afraid. Thank you.
Anyway, before we give out the answers from the trivia, the topic for today is how can we keep safe during Christmas? Princess Irene will be coming up shortly.
Hello Princess, I'm so excited to welcome you to the Body Smart Girl Bootcamp, December 2023. Do you know my name? So for those of you that are meeting me for the very first time, my name is Princess Irene Banwell. I'm the auntie that comes every holiday to talk to you about body safety. So the Christmas is here and it's another beautiful holiday. And during the Christmas holiday, there's a lot of eating, drinking, traveling, cousins coming over. What's happening at your end? Would you be traveling for this Christmas? When you're traveling, are you going into the homes of other people or will they be coming into your home? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then there are 3 things I want you to know about Christmas. So number 1, if you're going into people's homes or they are coming into yours, remember to be kind. You have to be kind to the people coming. You have to share some of your things with your cousins. You have to be nice to them. So for those of you that would have cousins coming over, you know it's okay for them to play with your toys because now they're in your space. You want them to share with the beautiful things that you have. So asking them to drop your toy can make it a little bit difficult for them while staying with you. You want them to enjoy their stay while with you. When people are also in your home, there's another thing you need to learn. You need to be patient with them. They may not keep your cup the way you want them to keep it. They may not dress your bed the way you want them to dress it. They may spill things around. It may make you uncomfortable. There's a way you can tell them to do better without making them feel bad about being in your space. So who is ready to be a kind host this Christmas? Are you ready to be a kind host? That's fantastic. So what about those of us going into other people's homes? What should you do? Remember, number 1, be such a positive example that they learn positive things from you. Share with them the things you've learned from your home that they also could benefit from. But more than that, when you get into their space, ask them what the rules are. Where do you like to keep your towel? Where should I keep my brush? So don't imagine that this is your home and start to keep things anyhow. So make sure you ask them, how do you do it in your home? So now you're in their house and comfortable, or they are in your house and they're comfortable. It's time for us to talk about body safety. Have you ever heard about the word body safety before? Body safety is about ensuring that nobody harms our body. And there are different ways that people's bodies could be harmed. And one of it is by people touching our private body parts. Do you remember those parts of your body that are called private? Do you know them? Can you name them? So just in case you don't know, I'm going to help you. So first, private body areas are those parts of our bodies that are covered when we wear a trunk. These parts of our bodies have delicate skin, meaning that no one is supposed to touch them. They shouldn't be touching that way so that we don't get hurt in the process. So if you're a girl like I am, I'm going to tell you some of the parts of our bodies that are private. Our breast is private. Our vagina is private, our butt cheek is private, our anus is private. But then there's another part of our bodies that is not covered by a trunk that is also private, and that's our lips. So because of the way God designed these parts of our bodies, people are not supposed to play with them or touch them. So whether you're going into other people's spaces or they're coming into yours, you want to always remember that private parts are private and people should not touch or play with us. So what are some times when people will try to touch and play with us? Number one, when we go to have a bath. Maybe you're trying to have a bath with your cousin and they want to point at a part of your body. Remember to tell them, no, you don't do that. Everyone keeps their hands to themselves. Maybe one of your aunties left their phones in the room and you people are dressing up, and one of your cousins picks up the phone and wants to take a picture. You want to remind them that no, we don't take pictures when we're naked. What about when we want to play? It's time for us to play on the playground and your cousin says, or your family friend that is around says, oh, let's play daddy and mommy play. Let's play daddy and mommy play and stand behind the house where no adult can see us. You need to tell them no, that children should always play where adults can see them. So if we have to play where adults cannot see us, it's a no. We have to play where adults can see us. And what if the cousin says, I want to touch you? Or they try to touch you? You need to get up. Even if they tell you they're sorry, you need to get up and go tell an adult in your home that something is wrong. When you do that, it will help the adults to correct your cousin so he doesn't do it another time. So before I end this video, there's one more important lesson I need to teach. Sometimes the people who try to touch you in your private body area are adults. Some of these adults have been kind to you. They say nice things to you. They call you nice names, buy you gifts, do all sorts of things. You always want to remember one thing. People who care about us will not touch our private part no matter what. People who love us don't touch our private part. So the moment an adult makes an attempt at touching our private parts, it is time to speak up. It's time to talk to another adult that this other adult is trying to touch me in the wrong place. You have to speak up, princess. It doesn't matter how nice the adult has been to you. It doesn't matter how good they have been to you. It doesn't matter how nice other people think they are. Once an adult makes effort at touching you in the private area, it's time to speak up. So, princess, did you understand everything I said? I want to answer questions that you have in the comment section. So leave me a comment, ask me any question that you have whatsoever. I look forward to answering your questions. Meanwhile, don't go away. The girls are coming back in a moment.
Hello, Princess Ivy. I watched the videos and I have some questions for you.
All right, let me hear.
So the first question is that how shouldn't be exposed as private parts?
So the way God designed private parts, they're not actually supposed to be seen or touched by other people. The skin around our body is delicate, and if you expose your private body part, it can lead to a lot of things. It can lead to people, trying to touch it or something. So that's one of the core reasons. They're private, that's right, they're always covered. That's why even when you're wearing a super top, they're covered. The only time you're supposed to be naked is when you're having shower time. So because those parts of our body, they're important, they have to be protected. Now, every single part of our body is important. Our eyes are important, our nose is important, our mouth is important, but our private parts are important, but they have a certain sense of they have to be treated with care and delicateness, and other people should not be able to see or touch it. So that's why it's so.
The second question is that if there's somebody that's really really used to the eye, the person wants to touch your family, what should I do?
So it depends on where it happens. If it happens at home and your mom and dad are at home, you should scream. That's one thing you should do. You should scream. If it happens when there's nobody at home, you tell them no, that they shouldn't do that. You try to, if you can, run out of the house, come and stand outside and wait till somebody comes to help you. Hopefully you're not left alone with them. But whatever happens at the end of the day, you have to make sure you tell your mom and dad. Even if you hit the person's hand and they stopped, when the mom and dad comes, tell them that these persons that you're very used to try to touch your private body area. No matter how you like them, no matter how used to them, the moment they do something like that, you need to speak up about it, princess. Yes. Do you have a third person?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to hear.
So my last question is that why shouldn't we stay at enclosed areas?
Okay, so I noticed something when I was growing up. When people want to touch your private part, even when they're your age mates, they like to play when you're playing with them, they like to hide somewhere to do it. Because they don't want adults to see them do it. So if you go to play in an enclosed area and it happens that the child you're playing with wants to touch your private body area, because it's hidden, they'll touch your private body area. And the thing is, sometimes when you come to report that they did that, they're going to deny it. So it's always better for everybody to play in the open. Adults can see us, everyone can see us. Even if the person had the thought to touch you, because they know they can be seen, they won't try to touch you. That's why we must always play where adults can see us. But it's not always about body safety alone that we play where adults can see us. You know your children, you can be playing and running somewhere and you go to hide behind something that can fall on you. Do you understand? Let's say you go to hide behind stacks of bottles of water. You know, if an adult can see you, you may get into harm. It could fall and hurt you. But if you're playing where an adult can see you, they will immediately know that you should leave that place so that harm doesn't come to you. You get the idea? So all of that also helps us when we go to play in enclosed areas. Have I been able to answer your questions? Are you satisfied? All right, give me a high five. Thank you. My name is Irene Bangwell. I'm a mother of two daughters, 10 and 12 at the time of making this video. I was raised by a single mom. She had me at 19, and I watched my grandmother also live nearly like a single mother. So I have met generations of women deal with different things, deal with different phases and stages, make decisions in an isolated manner without a support system. And so when I had my two daughters, I wanted them to first and foremost have a rich knowledge base to tap from. Then I wanted to be able to support them through the different phases of their lives. For example, when they have their first crush, and when they have their periods, and when they fall in love, and when they love someone who doesn't love them back. And so I want to be present for my daughters through the different phases of their lives, because for women, every one step that they miss, the consequences are, unbelievable. Consequences on their mental health, on their self-esteem, on future decisions, on how the world perceives them. And so one of the things I've been very passionate about is bringing together girls, our daughters, and sitting through with them so they can learn about God in a whole new way, in a way that's empowering and builds their trust in Him. And also teaching them about body safety, that they can like someone who's not good for them and how they can walk away. And then finally, teaching them how to become audacious, ambitious girls who find their purpose in God and go all out to fulfill them. I've been thinking about this over the years, and in September 2023, I decided to put this together through a mentoring experience called the 10 over 10 Girl Squad. Full circle, complete girl, nothing missing, nothing broken. The girl raised for all seasons, all experiences, working with God, achieving major goals. I started in September 2023, meeting every month with amazing girls, age 3 to 17. It's your girl in the 10 over 10 Girl Squad. I'm making this video to tell you to trust us with your princess in 2024. Let's bring her into a space where we can have remarkable conversations that are life transforming and igniting, helping her fit into the purpose that God designed her to be. And this purpose, not ignoring the nuances of being a girl. We're talking about a space that she comes to love who she is and the body type that she came in, while also growing her discipline base so that she can see the fullness of everything that God designed for her. We meet monthly, and subscription fee is as low as 3,500 naira. If you would like to learn more about how you can get your princess to be a part of the 10 over 10 girl squad, do us a quick favor. Send us a message via WhatsApp with the word squad or the words I want to 08100944320. As simple as that. The word squad or I want to the number 08100944320. We're going to be happy to answer any questions you may have about how the program is structured, but most importantly, we can assure you that 2024 is going to be a remarkable year for all the girls at the 10 over 10 girl squad. God bless you.
The answers to the trivia are: answer number 1, the baby's name is Jesus. And answer number 2, the baby's mother's name is Mary. Did you have fun today? Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.
Have you heard about the North 100 Naira Day Charity Secondary School in Kuje Area Council? Kuje is one of the area councils of the Federal Capital Territory. So the North Charity Secondary School is a school designed for children who have been out of school or children who are at risk of dropping out. They get to pay only 100 Naira a day to access a fully accredited secondary school. For 100 Naira a day, they get books, uniform, lunch, the girls get monthly sanitary pads, and they get a STEM-based education. Would you like to be a part of the miracle that is happening there? Obviously, when they pay 100 Naira a day, that's not what covers the cost of keeping them in school. It costs 80,000 Naira a term and 240,000 Naira a year to keep one child in school at the NOSC. This Christmas, we're inviting your family, your organization to come in to co-sponsor children at the NOSC 100 Naira a day school. So behind my t-shirt is a quote, and it says, "What if the cure to cancer is trapped in the mind of a child whose parents can't afford education?" I'm asking you to be a part of our team supporting us to make sure that children from low-income families with loaded potential get back in school. We understand education to be the ticket out of poverty. Partner with us, let's help these kids. You never know what each one of them have potential to become. I'm confident that in my future, I'm going to benefit from the fruit of their lives. That's why, along with my team, we're calling you to join us to co-sponsor children at the North 100 Naira Day Charity Secondary School. To learn more about how you can support us, please call the number 090-3333-8510. You can also call 080-9045-9999. If you'd like to visit our website, please do so by visiting www.nosceducation.org. Merry Christmas.